I just wanted to talk about something basically that is kind of annoying at the minute. This gameplay that you're seeing now is completely random. It's not any, it's not me trying to show off anything. I literally recorded it before I made this commentary and recorded this. So it was just something to talk over, something a bit, you know, more entertaining to watch than me in a death match either. This is basically just as me and this girl beating the fucking shit out of each other basically in the prison. So, but what I wanted to talk about is crew hoppers, because I mean it's kind of irritating that the term crew hopper in the MC community is kind of blurred and people are calling the wrong people a crew hopper. So let me just say what one is really. A crew hopper in everybody's eyes is someone who will join a crew, shortly after leave that crew, and then join another one. That is what it is. That I suppose, derogatory term, that is exactly what a crew hopper is. But in the MC community, what I think personally is, if a big club or even a small club, but you tend to find the bigger ones have a hang around stage. So you go hang around, you go prospect or probate, and then you go full patch. Okay, so if you start becoming a hang around for a club, and then you leave a few days in, and then you go elsewhere and look for another club, that is not a crew hopper. It is in a sense because you're jumping from one crew to the other, but that's not unloyalty. That's not disloyalty, should I say? That's not anything bad. A hang around is literally trying out for the club. That's what it is. Okay, so that's that out of the way. If you're prospecting, if you go hang around prospect and then you decide, okay, I don't want to be in this club, you leave on good terms, that's fine. That is fine. Well, that's fine with me anyway. I've presidented a club before and someone's done that and I was absolutely fine with them. Because you should be. It's a prospect. If you're a full patch, if you prospect and hang around in the time it takes you, let's say a month, and then you get your full patch and then you leave about 3 days after that to join a bigger club, then yeah, you're out of order there, because the president, the VP, every patch has took the time out of their day, out of their real life, to make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're alright, and get to know you and stuff. For you to then just fuck off, it's a bit, it's a bit like, why? What was the point in joining? Like, it's just irritating. It is irritating when people do that. But in my eyes, hang around and then you leave, not a crew hopper. Prospect then you leave, it's a bit, what's the point? But it's still, you shouldn't be called disloyal, because you're being if you join another club because it's bigger, then yeah, you're disloyal, and there's no point in that. So let me make a good point. The first club I ever joined on Grand Theft Auto on the Xbox 360, I was in for 8 months. Okay, prospecting for 2 weeks, straight in, sergeant at arms for 6 months, and then I went VP for 2, and then the PS4 came out. Okay, and then I joined a different club. The shortest time I've been a full patch in a club for is about 2 weeks, and admittedly that is shit, but it's because no one was on and everyone was out of my time zone, which is a decent reason to leave. If you leave because nobody's active, if you leave because you're in a different time zone, maybe you should have thought that out first. But if you leave because nobody's active, you're playing on your own all the time, then that's their fault and not yours. I mean, people have a life outside of PlayStation, and I know this is going to sound horrible, but some people don't, and PlayStation is all that they do. So if somebody's on every day, all day, maybe look for a club that is on every day, all day, rather than joining a club where a lot of the guys have girlfriends and jobs and friends, okay? I'm not meaning that in a horrible way, it's just logic. If you don't do anything other than sit in and play PS4, find a very, very active club in your time zone. Because chances are, a lot of these clubs, including me myself, have a girlfriend, have a job, can't get on all day every day, okay? And that's fine. But if you're a president for a club, please try and get on as much as you can. If not, pass the gavel on someone else, maybe drop down to treasurer or VP, which I've seen some clubs do, and that's completely fine. Okay, there's nothing really else that I want to brush up on, this community is a man-made community. We didn't buy GTA the day it came out with MCs already on there. We've made them from Grand Theft Auto 4, and we've brought them onto here, and we're going strong. We are fucking like, please step back and look at our community. It's amazing what we've all made ourselves. I know we don't have a GTA Biker DLC, but we have rules. There's outlaw 1% of rules that everybody follows. Nobody needs to, but we've made them rules up. It's cool. And you might be going, oh, what do you mean don't crew hop? It's a game. You know, I can leave and join an MC if I want. Yeah, you can, and feel free to do so. But although it is a game, they still are your mates. I grow close to the boys in the club that I'm in. Why would I leave them? Like, if you join and you don't get on with anyone, and you join a bunch of racists or, you know, general pricks, then leave. At your own accord, leave and tell them to fuck off, because we don't want them here. Do you know what I mean? There are a few racist clubs. There's a Aryan club that isn't racist that my friend is Sergeant at Arms for. But they are clubs, I'm not going to name any, but there are clubs that have a no black member policy, and you might be going, that's fucking ridiculous, but if you do your research, most clubs have a one race rule. Oh, fucking hell, sorry about that, I choked on my coffee, but most clubs, including your dearest Sons of Anarchy, have a one race rule. I'm not going to spoil Sons of Anarchy for you, but Season 7, you guys know what I'm on about. But before Season 7, it's a one race rule. Nobody's in there that isn't white, other than Juice, which, you know, all that shit happens about, you know, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you know what I'm talking about. It's, you know, like, just please stop crew hopping, because you waste everyone's time. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. My PSN and shit's in the description if you ever want to fucking jam on GTA. I don't care.